So today is February 25th, and tomorrow, February 26th through March 20th, Mercury stations retrograde or goes retrograde in the sign of Pisces. So hello to our beautiful water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. This is your reading for Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is not only going Mercury is not only going retrograde in the sign of Pisces, which is its detriment, which means it does not like being in Pisces, but is also in the middle of the eclipse portal. We just had the new moon solar eclipse, and we're going to be having the full moon lunar eclipse on March 3rd. We are also in the year of the fire horse, and Aries has taken on Neptune and Saturn. What could happen, right? What could possibly go wrong? Maybe nothing, maybe a lot of shakeup. So hello everyone, welcome back to the Mind, Body, Soul Evolution. My name is Debbie. And again, for our water sign, Sun, Moon, Rising, this is your tarot card reading. So just as a reminder, retrogrades, especially Mercury, right? Communication, the way we present ourselves, the way we get our words across, travel, transportation. Just be aware that there may be delays and cancellations and technology might be going awry. And also, this is also a time where unresolved things from our past, whether they're relationship-wise or everything is relationship, whatever things from your past are unresolved, they may make their way to the surface. And since you are water signs and everything for you is about your intuition and your heart, just take a look at this, right? Things come to the surface because they're ready to be healed and released, right? And retrograde is about the RE words like rest, renewal, release, rediscovery. So with that said, let's go into our reading, and let's start off with Pisces. We'll do Pisces last. Let's start off with Cancer. Hello, Cancer. How are you? Happy retrograde. How is Cancer? Now, Cancer, right now, the sign of Jupiter, the planet of Jupiter is in Cancer, which Jupiter loves being in Cancer. But Jupiter is retrograde. So we have Jupiter retrograde, Mercury is going retrograde. So some stagnancy, right? Some stagnant energy. You might feel like there's a lot of delays, especially Jupiter is a planet of expansion. It expands everything it touches, but expansion has been limited lately, right? And now with Mercury retrograde, it's going to feel like we're getting nowhere fast. So let's see. Cancer, what does the tarot hold for you? We have the Moonology deck, and then we have the Wandering Star Tarot. And let's just see what is in store for our Cancerian friends during this Mercury retrograde. Yeah, it can feel like a lot, right? But at least our water signs, this was left over from the previous readings. I'm going to put it back in. And this card decided to come out. Last quarter moon in Aries. So Cancer, work through your feelings. Okay, and I said, for our water signs, a lot of emotions are going to be rising through the surface, and here we go. Work through your feelings, Cancer. Okay, well, there you have it. Let's get into your tarot. Let's see what the tarot holds for you. And let's dive in. This is, again, the Wandering Star Tarot. There's the back of the deck. It has the third eye on the back. So let's see. Cancer, what does the tarot hold for our Cancer friends during this Mercury retrograde in the middle of the eclipse portal? With the Jupiter retrograde, major planets changing major signs this year. Yeah, the Cancer, you're fine. You got this whole thing down. Page of Wands. Four of Cups. 2 cards face up, 3 cards face down. So I will pull 9 Unless if anything extra wants to come out. One sign only got 8 cards. No, I don't know. And one sign got 10. There you go. I just let the cards do what they want to do, right? It's not a time to trying to wrangle anything down for sure. The root of the deck for our Cancer friends, Knight of Pentacles. So emotional fulfillment, right? Those dreams and that heart center is being filled. But maybe that's once you work through your feelings. So let's see what the rest of the cards hold. And we have, and I'll tell you the cards and I will get to them. King of Pentacles, Page of Wands, the Moon, Major Arcana, Judgment, Moon and Judgment right next to each other. Eight of Cups. I thought this was 4 of Cups. 8 of Cups. Knight of Swords, 7 of Wands, 2 of Cups. So, work through your feelings. 9 of Cups, right? So, this is, wishes coming true, dreams fulfilled. It's also unified connections. So, let's go to the top. King of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles have been coming out lately. In my personal reading, I just pulled 3 cards and 3 Pentacles came out right away. So, that's always good. But the thing is, to work for that stability and for that security and for the foundational things, there's a lot of work involved in that. So you have King of Pentacles, right? So kings are the natural leaders. This, King of Pentacles, he's self-made. No one did him any favors. No one gave him a hand up or a roadmap. He had to figure it out. He had to kind of figure out how to get things done. Page of Wands. But he used his... They're telling me intuition, although Wands is not necessarily intuition, but they're telling me there was a lot of intuition and new ways to look into his intuition to help guide him forward, guided by the moon. So we have the wolf, we have the woman here underneath the full moon. So because you have the moon card, Cancer, I'd be interested to see what changes are happening for you around the full moon, which is on March 3rd. So the deep-seated things, your deep-seated dreams that are within you, right, are starting to make their way into awareness. You have Judgment, 8 of Cups, and more, 8 of Cups, the moon, 9 of Cups, 2 of Cups, a lot of emotional things coming up in a good way, right? As you work through your feelings, it's almost like, for lack of a better term, it's kind of like things are parting and getting out of the way to give you a clear path forward. This is what they're telling me. So, Queen of Swords, right? Getting it really, really clear as to what you want and where you want to go. Now, clarity, it might take a little longer than Mercury Retrograde, but you might want to start the process of thinking about, because you can get very much into your feelings and emotions. And I just read for the air signs, and they need to get out of their thoughts and into their feeling side, and you are in your feeling side and need to get more into your logical side. But Judgment, breaking free, or just looking at things from having a different perspective and a different awareness of your, maybe work through your feelings, a different perspective, a different awareness of your feelings. Feelings can get very, very heavy, and they can also illuminate us and rise us. 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is moving towards your dreams. In the traditional Rider-Waite, there's 8 cups, and it's in that card, it's a full moon lunar eclipse, which again, we have the lunar eclipse on March 3rd. So there might be something there for you, Cancer. But it's someone walking away from the cups towards the mountains. And I get the feeling if they're walking, but not when we walk away from something, that we also walk towards something. So clarity, right? Again, Queen of Swords, getting really clear and having this new awakening or awareness. And as you do it, where is it moving you towards? What future is it moving you toward, Cancer? What have you been waiting for to happen? I'm going to do another video. It might be on, I might put it on YouTube, I don't know. It will be on Instagram and Facebook though. I'm going to go through all the signs and their major arcana cards and using their strength cards to navigate through this Mercury retrograde. So that'll be up tomorrow. But again, Knight of Swords. Not getting reckless. You have Knight of Swords, Seven of Wands, Two of Cups. Cutting through the things that have felt like it's been a huge effort. Oh, this is really interesting. The Knight of Swords. And the Knights are like this teenage adolescent energy. And he's got, in the traditional rider, he's got the sword, he's on the horse, and he's just like blazing his trail. But you're really cutting through what's been getting in your way, like cutting that stuff down and cutting that stuff out. And although Wands is associated with the element of fire, fire can be very emotional. It can be a very emotionally charged feeling, right? So when it says like work through your feelings, what feelings are really feeling overcharged for you that just need to be tempered, that just need to be cut out, because as you do that, you come into the Two of Cups. New choices, new alignments, things that feel like they are a fit instead of a stress. Again, Nine of Cups on the root of the deck, right? There's a lot of fulfillment coming in your way. There could be some confusion around between what you want and what you feel is required of you. This is very interesting. Cancer, again, around the new moon, the full moon lunar eclipse. I imagine there's going to be something there, although the Tower card did not come out. Again, we are in Mercury retrograde in between eclipse portals. Eclipses eclipse things into our life and they eclipse things out. I'd be very interested to know what has been eclipsed in and out of your life during that full moon lunar eclipse. You have a lot happening here. But I think it's mostly smaller things. You're moving deeper in towards yourself, away from the responsibility of what you think you have, and more into the place where you know you've been waiting for yourself. This is what they're telling me. I know it doesn't make any sense. It will when it starts to come into fruition. So Cancer, that is your reading. Let us know. I'm very interested to see how this comes up for you. And we will move on to Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio. Happy eclipse season. Happy Mercury retrograde. How are our Scorpion friends? And let's see what the cards hold for Scorpio. We still have snow here. We had snow again this morning, overnight into this morning. But I think it's starting to melt. You might be able to hear some of the melting happening out there. Scorpio, you have last quarter moon in Aquarius. Reflect on your priorities. So What is a priority and what are you making a priority? Interesting. Interesting question. Because we have priorities in our life, and then there are things that we want to make a priority that probably are not. So let's see. Right away, Justice, Five of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. So Justice is Libra energy, so your priorities, right? Balance, harmony, fairness, a sense of fairness. It's going to be interesting to see how that word fairness plays out in your reading, Scorpio. Because you have the Five of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Cups. This might be around relationship issues. And again, unresolved issues from the past will rise to the surface during this eclipse. During this eclipse portal with the Mercury Retrograde. So maybe some healing, but let's see. Your cards were coming out and now they're being really slow. It's like, okay. On the root, Scorpio, Seven of Pentacles. Someone else just had this too. So what are you working on? And is what you're working on worth it to continue? Or do you need to change paths? So let's see. And you have the Hangman. You have Sagittarius. The Wheel of Fortune, Fate, and Destiny. Karma. Karma is life lessons, though. I know people throw around like, well, karma is going to get you. That's not what karma is. I should do a whole video on that. I keep saying that. Okay. So, Seven of Pentacles and reflect on your priorities, right? Very interesting combination because Seven of Pentacles asks you to take a look and see, like, am I making progress? Is it what I want? Is this what I want to continue working on? Is this taking me to the Eight of Pentacles, or is it taking me away from that? Reflect. What is your priority? What are you prioritizing? And where you're giving your focus now, is that really your priority, Scorpio? And again, Justice, right? Libra energy. That sweet little air energy. Although Libras are taking on a lot of responsibility right now. But finding fairness or finding balance and harmony within your life. So where is your life out of balance? I would ask you, Scorpio. And it might... You have the Five of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, but you have the Five of Pentacles and Ace of Cups. This is interesting because the Ace of Cups is moving forward from your place of intuition, from the things that feel really good inside of you, things that you love to do that really light you up. But then there's the thing where, like, I have to earn money. I need money. I need money to do the things that to support myself in this life. But is the thing that you're doing supporting you? Is it an ends to a mean, or means to an end, or ends to mean, whatever that is? Or is it pulling you away from your own health and wellness? Again, Five of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Is what you're doing worth it? And should you reprioritize that thing? Yes, we all need money. We all need to make a living because we need money, right? Money pays for the home that you live in, whether it's rent or a mortgage. It pays for the electricity, it pays for food. If you need transportation, it pays for that. And it pays for vacations, enjoy and getaway and self-care. And self-care, there are many ways to do self-care without financial contributions to it. But it's also fun to care for yourself, like going on a sweet little 3-day weekend and just sitting under the sun and relaxing. You kind of have to pay to get there, right? You have the Two of Swords. So some of our Scorpio friends could be very much at a crossroads. A crossroads that you kind of know. You kind of know that you haven't been clear, or you've been doing what you've been doing either out of habit, because that's what you've always done, or out of mainstream society, or that's what you've known. But something in you is like, I have to make a better choice, because I can't even see like the future ahead of me. I mean, maybe you're compromising yourself, Scorpio. Your health, your wellness, your mental and emotional well-being. This is coming in very strong. But then your Sagittarius friend, the Wheel of Fortune and Destiny, right, comes along. And right on the card it says, it says karma and destiny. Let's not get caught up in the word karma. And I know some people get really excited about this, and some people get really upset. Karma is not, if you did something bad, and something bad will happen to you, because look at our political landscape. No matter what side you're on, there are bad people doing bad things on both sides or all sides, and nothing bad is happening to them. So that's not what karma is. Karma is the lessons in life. These are your life lessons, either from past lives or new lessons that you're learning in this life. And this lesson here is, are your priorities in order? Or are they out of order? Are you overdoing it here? And this needs your attention. Balance needs your attention. Harmony needs your attention. And you're like so focused on the thing that's breaking you down. This is coming in pretty strong, Scorpio. I know I sound like I'm a little intense here. Two of Pentacles. And again, another card of harmony. Two of Pentacles, harmony. Justice, harmony. Wheel of Fortune, destiny. It's time, I think, for you to realign what your focus is. And if you're overworking, and yes, I fully get, we need to make money. We need the resources and finances. I think there's another way for you to do it that's more aligned with you. You have Knight of Pentacles, right? And I love this. Working smarter, not harder. Whatever that means for you. Changing the way you handle money, maybe changing your investment strategy. And I know for those of you who are not investing, that's a whole nother situation. That's a whole nother topic to get onto. But you have to know what money's coming in, what money's coming out, and how hard are you working for that, or are you overworking? Six of Wands, right? I love that the owl shows up. The owl is about wisdom, and he's got a crown on his head. Allow yourself to be seen, Scorpio. Allow yourself to be seen. And allow yourself to be acknowledged. There's acknowledgement coming your way. And that's because the Hanged Man is here. Hanging from the Tree of Life, the Kabbalah Tree of Life, the Tree of Wisdom. And I said this, owls are about wisdom. He's getting a new perspective on things. Because he was not able to see where he was going before. And now he's gaining a whole new perspective to move him into a place that's easier. That's in line with his destiny. His or her destiny. Her destiny. This is a female on her. It doesn't matter. It's just aligned with your destiny. And for a while, I think, Scorpio, you've known that things have been off or out of balance, or you have been working yourself way too hard for something that's not paying off. Whatever that is. I'd be interested. I'm always interested, of course. So Scorpio, that is your reading for Mercury retrograde. If you would like to share what's going on, by all means, put it in the comments. If you would like to work with me around your current situation, feel free to email me. And if I don't get back to you, put something in the comments. I will see that. But let's now move on to Pisces. Pisces, hello. It is your turn. I know. Pisces, you are taking on Mercury. Mercury is in your sign. Mercury does not like to be in Pisces. I am so sorry. But it's out of alignment, right? So you're taking on the retrograde during the eclipse season. I mean, Pisces, you have a lot going on. And you're right next to Aries. And Aries has a whole ton of heat going on, heat energy. So Pisces, let's see what this Mercury retrograde holds for our Piscean friends. See the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. What is this? Sagittarius energy is coming up big today. See the big picture. Or see the bigger picture. Sagittarius. So maybe there's something not available for you to see or know right now, Pisces. And that, we'll see what the cards hold, but that might not come forward, sadly, until after the retrograde, because retrograde keeps things a little cloudy, right? It gets us into our stress points, our points of frustration, and it can block clarity for sure. So what does the Mercury retrograde hold for our Pisces friends? And Pisces, I send you so much love as you take on the planet of Mercury. The Creator, somebody else had this too. And this is a different card in the deck. This is not part of the traditional tarot, so I'll have to look that up in the book. But I think this is about choosing to create your life and your destiny. And your destiny, Nine of Pentacles. I like to see these pentacles come up, especially these bigger numbers, right? Nine of Pentacles, right? Independence and self-created, working really hard and receiving the benefits of all of your hard work, Pisces, for sure. So I love to see this. And that's maybe because, but we'll go into the Creator, that you've chosen to create life instead of letting life happen. You've chosen to lead your life. That's a very big lesson, Pisces. At the root of the deck, Three of Swords. See the bigger picture. So let's see what these cards say. But I want to say that the wounds from your past, again, unresolved issues may make their way to the surface. The wounds of your past were there to show you, to guide you into your future. The Creator, which is even beyond a major arcana card. It's crazy. Nine of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Pisces. Really? You want a new friend? Knight of Pentacles. The Magician. Ten of Swords. Page of Cups. 10 of Cups. 7 of Swords. Okay. So I'm going to do your reading a little differently because this is where I'm guided. See the bigger picture. So where your emotions or where life lessons, and maybe not even emotions, where life lessons have been really difficult. Some signs have had like a 8 to 12 year span of hardship. And that's putting it mildly. Pisces, and you are one of them. So like every time you try to do something, it just went haywire. Like things did not line up for you, that you were not feeling aligned with yourself or with your work. And it's been like one shutdown after another. And all that was a long time. It was to show you, to prepare you to take the lead. After so long of feeling disempowered, you're now going to know what it means to be empowered by taking the role in your life. But you had to go through this. You had to wait for this time. 7 of Swords, right? Life could have been so hard, Pisces, that even your own thoughts were deceiving you. Your own thoughts were keeping you small and holding you back and telling you couldn't. Until you got to the point of 10 of Swords where it became so overwhelming that some of you may have gone through a very big emotional upset. Some mental health issues may have come to the surface as well, but guess what? 10s mean it's done. Like, it's done. That phase is over. You've grown so much. You became so strong. And it really feels a little unfair, Pisces, that you had to go through so much. But here's the thing. I'm going to read about the card of the Creator. If I can, here it is right here. Almost opened up right to it. And it says, I'll show you the card. She's got a kitty cat, and she's got a circular rainbow around her, and she's got the third eye on her, and she's got lotus flowers and lightning bolts as well. I don't know if I need glasses for this or not, but I don't want to miss anything. So Pisces, the Creator. The Creator card signifies that there is a powerful, hello. Okay, see, my glasses just made it worse. Okay, the Creator card signifies that there is a powerful energy brewing in the atmosphere around you. It may feel overwhelming. Yeah, right? A lot of overwhelm. It may feel overwhelming and tinged with undertones of darkness. Indeed, you may feel the urge to run and find shelter from the storm, but trust, Pisces, that you are ready to transmute this force into something that will propel you forward on your path. This card is also here to remind you of the power of the word no. Like, you don't have to say yes to everything and everyone, right? No to things that overwhelm or undermine you. No to things no to people rather, that drag you into despair. No to people who drain your life force and energy. You are mightier than you think, and a glimmer of faith paired with solid intention can give you the power to harness the lightning, which there is the lightning rods, or the lightning bolt. Each day, Pisces, you have the choice to be the victim of fear and circumstance, or the creator of new consciousness. Choose wisely. The creator of new consciousness. And this is what you're choosing. You've been the victim of despair and fear, right? You've been the victim or the witness. I don't like the word victim. You've been the witness to pain and how deeply you're cut by people and society and circumstance can really hold you back from your strength and your reality. You have the 9 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Look at this. You can't help but look at that card and go, this is what I want. She's adorned, like the bush behind her is just adorned in her pentacles. She's accomplished prosperity, safety, comfort, wealth, acknowledgement, recognition. And the king, it's like, he's had that vision. He's held that vision, or you've held that vision for so long. Again, see the bigger picture? This is the vision you have held for for comfort and security and for wealth and abundance. And there's no apologies for that, Pisces. Take all of this. Nine of Pentacles, right? Just really knowing that you're worth moving forward for. You personally are worth your effort. You have the Magician. You have everything inside of you to create this life of abundance, this new world. For some of you, you're going really, literally from rags to riches. From wondering, like, how am I going to pay this bill, to being able to not even look at your bank account. For some of you, you're going to such a big level. That's because you've been through so much. And I don't really get the feeling, Pisces, that you've put any of this on you. I think it's been a very big life lesson for you to know your strength. Page of Cups, right? Page of Cups is about fun, sweetness, magic, alignment, and aligning your intuition and your heart. And again, the Magician is all about the magic within. 10 of Cups. Again, prosperity, emotional fulfillment. You've come a long way, Pisces. I am so happy for you. I am so excited. You saw the bigger picture, right? The third eye here, that intuitive guidance within. You knew there was a bigger picture out there. And you did not fall into the despair of these swords. You rose above it. You decided, I am creating my life because it is mine. I am taking autonomy. I'm alchemizing everything that I have to create wealth, abundance, freedom from fear. Wow, Pisces, this is huge. I love this for you. Let us know how you do. This does not, mean there's still going to be some bumps and some stumbles for sure. But because you're taking on the responsibility of Mercury in your sign, which Mercury doesn't want to be there, and it's also going retrograde, which is acting like a little brat in your sign, you're going, I'm sorry, Mercury, screw you. I am still taking ownership of myself. And this is what I'm creating, and you are not going to get in my way. Pisces, I love this. Oh, my water signs, thank you for watching. This has been your reading for the Mercury retrograde for February 26th through March 20th. Although you will feel the effects through the end of March, it's going to feel like it's a long phase. But you got this. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And until next time, I send you light and love, and happy retrograde, everyone.